Ever wondered why one would want to identify as a lesbian? This question, while provocative, is a gateway to understanding the diverse experiences that shape our identities. In this conversation, we aim to explore 10 potential reasons someone might identify as a lesbian. However, it's crucial to remember that these reasons are not universal. Every individual's journey is unique and deeply personal. So with an open mind and an open heart, let's dive in as we explore these reasons. Firstly, some people identify as lesbians because it aligns with their true identity and self-expression. Now let's dive deeper into that. For some, identifying as a lesbian is a profound journey of self-discovery. It's about embracing a side of themselves that feels the most authentic, the most real. It's like finally finding a missing puzzle piece that brings the whole picture into focus. When they label themselves as lesbians, they're not just putting a name to their sexual orientation. They're announcing to the world who they truly are, taking ownership of their identity and expressing their innermost feelings and desires. It's a bold statement of self-affirmation and self-love, a declaration that they're comfortable in their own skin and that they're not afraid to show it. And it's important to remember that this isn't about making a choice. It's about recognition of a deep-seated truth about themselves. For these people, being a lesbian isn't a choice but a recognition of who they truly are. Secondly, some people are drawn to same-sex relationships because of the emotional connection they feel. Now, let's delve into that idea a little more. Emotional connections can be different in same-sex relationships compared to heterosexual ones. It's not about one being better than the other, but about how these connections can be unique and meaningful in their own ways. In a lesbian relationship, for instance, there's often a shared understanding of womanhood that can create an intense bond. They understand each other's struggles, aspirations, and experiences in a way that's deeply personal and intimate. This connection can make the relationship feel incredibly special and profound. Also, having a partner who can empathize with your experiences can bring a level of comfort and security that's hard to find elsewhere. It's like having a best friend who truly gets you. This emotional depth and understanding is a crucial aspect of why some choose to identify as lesbians. The emotional bond is a significant aspect of why some choose to identify as lesbians. Thirdly, sexual attraction is another reason. It's a powerful force, a fundamental aspect of who we are as human beings. It's this invisible energy that draws us towards others, that sparks a connection, that creates a sense of intimacy and desire. For some, this force pulls them towards people of the same sex. They experience a deep-seated, undeniable attraction to women, which in turn leads them to identify as lesbians. It's important to note that sexual attraction is not a choice, it's an inherent part of us. It's not something that can be switched on or off at will. It's as natural as the color of our eyes or the shape of our hands. It's something that just is. So, when we talk about why someone might identify as a lesbian, sexual attraction is often a key part of that conversation. It's a profound part of our identity, shaping our relationships, our desires, our very sense of self. Sexual attraction is a fundamental part of our identities. Fourthly, some people might identify as lesbians for sociopolitical reasons. Now, you might be wondering, how does sexuality tie into politics? Well, it's more common than you think. In a world where heteronormativity often dominates, identifying as a lesbian can be a form of resistance, an expression of defiance against societal norms. It's a way of saying, I am here, I am different, and I am proud. This isn't just about personal identity either. It's about community too. By identifying as a lesbian, some individuals are expressing solidarity with the LGBTQ+ community, standing shoulder to shoulder with those who've faced discrimination or been marginalized. It's about supporting the fight for equal rights, for acceptance, for recognition. So yes, for some, being a lesbian isn't just about who they love, but also about their beliefs, their values, and their desire to challenge the status quo. Identifying as a lesbian can be a political statement for some. Fifthly, freedom from traditional gender roles is another reason. Now let's dive deeper into this. Many individuals, when they identify as a lesbian, find a certain liberation from the societal expectations that often come with gender. These expectations, often rooted in centuries-old norms, can feel restrictive and stifling. They create boxes that we are expected to fit into, dictating how we should behave, dress, express ourselves, and even the roles we should assume in relationships. Identifying as a lesbian may offer an escape from these confines, a chance to redefine oneself outside of these traditional roles. It's about expressing oneself authentically, without the pressure to conform to societal norms that may not align with one's true self. This freedom can be incredibly empowering, providing a sense of relief and personal authenticity that is often unmatched. In essence, being a lesbian can be a pathway to living life on your own terms, free from the constraints of traditional gender roles. Being a lesbian allows some to live outside the constraints of traditional gender roles. Sixthly, the sense of community and acceptance. One of the most compelling aspects of identifying as a lesbian or as part of the broader LGBTQ+ spectrum is the profound sense of community that comes along with it, a community that is known for its openness and acceptance. This community is often compared to a large, welcoming family, where individuals can feel safe and understood. To someone who has felt out of place, misunderstood, or simply different, the prospect of such a supportive and accepting community can be incredibly appealing. It's a place where diversity is celebrated, where you can be unapologetically yourself, where your identity is not just tolerated, but celebrated. This community is marked by solidarity, pride, and a shared understanding. It's a community that rallies together, that supports its members, and that fights for equality and acceptance on all fronts. The feeling of community is a powerful pull for many. Seventhly, personal growth. When we embark on the journey of understanding our sexual orientation, we inevitably experience a profound process of personal growth and self-discovery. This journey often requires introspection, courage, and resilience, and the outcome can be a stronger, more authentic self. Navigating our feelings and identities can help us build emotional intelligence and empathy as we learn to accept and appreciate the diversity within ourselves and others. It can also foster a greater sense of independence and self-reliance. By challenging societal norms and expectations, we learn to define our own values and live by them, which is an empowering experience. Moreover, recognizing and embracing one's sexual orientation can lead to improved mental health, as we let go of the pressure to conform and start living authentically. This can lead to increased self-esteem, self-awareness, and overall life satisfaction. Personal growth can be a compelling reason for some. Eighthly, the possibility of love and relationships. The prospect of experiencing love in all its beautiful forms is a universal human desire. For some, the understanding that they may find this profound connection with someone of the same sex is a powerful realization. Identifying as a lesbian can open up a new world of potential partners who can understand, empathize, and share in life's journey in a unique way. Love in any form is about connection, understanding, and mutual respect. It's about finding someone who compliments you, who challenges you, who makes you laugh, who makes you think, who makes you feel safe. It's about discovering a shared rhythm, a shared language, a shared life. When this possibility arises with someone of the same sex, it can be a compelling reason to identify as a lesbian. Because love isn't about gender. It's about two souls connecting on a deep, intimate level. Love, after all, knows no boundaries. To wrap up, there are numerous reasons why someone might identify as a lesbian. Our exploration began with the powerful concept of identity and self-expression, an individual's inherent right to define who they are and how they wish to express themselves. We then delved into the profound emotional connections that women can form with each other, followed by the undeniable reality of sexual attraction. The heart, after all, wants what it wants. We also touched on sociopolitical reasons, highlighting the sense of empowerment and resistance that can come from identifying as a lesbian in a heteronormative society. This led us to the liberation from traditional gender roles, a freedom that many find in identifying as a lesbian. Community and acceptance played a pivotal role in our discussion, underlining the importance of finding one's tribe and feeling accepted in one's own skin. And let's not forget about personal growth and the transformative journey that comes with embracing one's lesbian identity. Finally, we explored the beauty of love and relationships, the intimate bonds and shared experiences that create a life rich with meaning and fulfillment. In essence, these 10 reasons are just the tip of the iceberg. Every individual's journey is nuanced, influenced by their personal experiences, emotions, and circumstances. And while these reasons may resonate with some, they may not with others, and that's okay. Remember, everyone's journey is unique, and it's important to respect and understand the choices others make.